even is this? Hey, what the fuck?
Hey, this guy.
Yo, this guy is wildin', bro. He gets a fucking light behind his head. All of a sudden, he's a stage manager.
Hey,
Nigga, you don't knock it off.
Don't hate me because you ain't me. You feel me? Hey, don't
You know
do
what I'm
it.
saying? Hey, man, for real, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yo,
Ladies
man.
and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the realest podcast in the world. I'm Mark. He's Seth, the Hardy Boys, bro. What's up?
Hey, can I call you Mark? For real?
No, don't. I actually hate being called that. I hated that.
You do not get called Mark.
I do. Yeah. Well, I did. I did at my old job and when I was in like 4th grade by my gym teacher. Hey, Mark. And I would always say like, oh yeah, it's Marcus. Okay, Mark. Well, you know, I just need you to fuck. Listen to me.
That's hilarious, bro. Yo, don't hate my life, bro. I also, you know, I got a story today, so I had to go with the red background. You feel me? So all my family don't be getting mad at me or whatever. We trying to expand the demographic. You feel me? We going for
all
different.
Of your family's corneas just got burned out looking at your background and shit. And all your Crip ancestors looking down on you. This nigga keeps saying Crip ancestors. That is fucking hilarious.
Hey, that's what it is, bro. It's what it is. You feel me?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man, but anyway, Mark.
Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Please don't do that. I beg you, don't do that.
How you been, Mark?
Oh, fuck you. Joe. Fucking Joe. Joe and Mark.
Mark and Joe.
Yeah,
hey,
good, bro.
Hey, that's some real podcasting names, bro. That's some real,
Man,
you know what I mean? That's the ringer type. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. We just need to change our last names to Greenwald and
Fennessy.
Simmons. Yeah, Fennessy. Fucking Fennessy. Yeah, those are Caucasian ass last names right there. God damn.
How you been,
bro? I've been good, dude. I've been good. You know, same old shit. Working, grinding, sweating my edges out, bro. You know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Same old shit.
You ain't caused no accidents. You ain't nothing
Nope.
crazy.
Nope, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy yet.
What a letdown.
You know, when something hilarious happened. Yeah, what a letdown. I know. And now I have to mine every part of my stupid ass life for this show.
No, that's why you're here. That's why we're here. Mm-hmm. Bro, I gave blood. What was it? Last Wednesday.
Okay.
I went and gave blood.
I was your blood type before you go into do you know your blood type?
No, I don't.
Me neither.
I want to say something like cool.
Lives.
I want to say like cool, something cool like O negative. I feel like I'm an O negative type of. You feel me? It just sounds like not a
universal donor.
Oh, is that what O negative is?
Yeah, I think O negative you can donate to anyone.
Never mind. I'm the exact opposite of that then, because I feel like my blood wouldn't help nobody for real.
Yeah,
I feel like it's just a bunch
of there's hella sugar in there. There's too much sugar in there.
My blood ain't got enough cholesterol and sugar and you feel me?
That's an obese diabetes joke, nigga.
No, but I gave blood, so I had an exam. I had to give blood, and I was nervous, bro. I don't like so I told the girl too. I was like, I don't like needles, and then I looked down while she was, she had the strap on my arm, and I was like, I'm a hypocrite, bro. I'm diabetic and I got tattoos, but I don't like needles. What a hypocrite.
Right? Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah,
but she was like, I was trying to joke because I always, I'm just joking, whatever. And when I was talking to her, I was like joking and stuff. But then when she put the strap on, it got serious. So I got serious. And I was like, hey,
right.
She's laughing at whatever I said before, but I was like, hey, check this out. The last time I got my blood drawn when I was like 14, the lady, she stuck the needle in and she swung it around. Like she was moving it around. She couldn't find a vein. She did it in the other arm. She did the exact same thing. And then she ended up having to go in my hand. So I told her, I was like, if you can't find it, don't put the needle in my arm and start moving it around. Cause that's not good. Like, I don't want that to happen. And so she was like,
yeah, what a scary sight, bro. That's fucking scary.
Yeah. And
I'm not trying to have the doctor do.
Yeah. It was like an old white lady before, but this one she was like Indian and Scottish. She was cool. She was young, and so she was like, okay,
Indian and Scottish.
yeah, it was weird. I told her too. I was like, man, that's weird. What are you? She was like, I'm Indian and Scottish. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense because you brown, you definitely, brown, but your name is Mackenzie. That's weird. Like you got a straight, that's the whitest
Oh.
name. I was like, that's the whitest name you could have. She was like, oh yeah, it's my Scottish, I was like, all right, cool.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's my Scottish. It's my Scottish roots.
But yeah,
My
bro,
name's Mackenzie.
when, when she had to do it, she was so nervous. She was like, I think that's what it is. But she had to call her boss. And her boss was like, so
I
the
think
girl,
that's where it is. She had to call her boss. That's
the,
scary. All right.
so the girl was cool. But when the boss came, the boss, she kind of had a little attitude, bro. I ain't gonna lie. She was like, what's the problem? And then she started feeling it, and then she realized, oh, this dude hella fat. Like his veins ain't nowhere to be found.
Oh,
So then
shit.
they finally found it. They took the blood out, whatever. And she was like, I'm gonna need 3 vials. But as soon as they put it in and the blood started dripping, I was like, you can get 10 if you want. Like I'm chilling. And then and then I was looking at it right. I was watching the blood, and I was like, oh snaps. And then she was like, please don't faint. And I laughed. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm too damn fat to faint. Fat people don't faint. That's for skinny people. She looked at me. She was like,
Right.
I've seen fat people faint. I was just like, damn. Then I start getting worried. I start getting worried a little bit,
Yeah.
like, oh shoot, I
I've
didn't
seen
know.
fat people faint. I've seen fat people faint, Sefa. I've seen them.
I was scared, bro. I didn't know fat people were susceptible to fainting. I honestly thought that was just for
Yeah.
like, skinny
You know,
people that.
fat people are susceptible to almost everything other normal human beings are susceptible to.
Nah,
You're not
bro.
immune to anything, bruh. In
Dude.
fact, you're worse off. You're worse off.
Marcus spits a 2X shirt and all of a sudden he's not grouped with fat people. This guy's disgusting, yo.
You keep segregating me, you fucking guy. You keep segregating me from the fat people. Like, I was one of y'all. I am one of y'all. I was. I changed.
You have, bro. Look at him drinking his monster. Get the hell up. What is that? The diet monster? What you sipping
Yeah,
on?
the 0 sugar.
Extra chlorine. Get the hell up out of here,
Yeah.
bro. You got a protein monster. This fool got drinking a protein monster. Nah, but
it's got flax and chia seeds in there.
But yeah, I gave blood. I was worried. Everything went well. Then I went to an X. I had to do an X-ray. And it was a Filipino man. It was just me and him in the room. And then he was like, "Okay, take your shirt off." I was like,
"See the accent? You're wilding right now.
You just did a whole Scottish accent.
And HPI month still. Yeah,
get the hell up out of here, bro. Get the hell up out of here. He just did a whole Scottish accent, and I do one little sentence. All of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Nah, the dude though, I'm there for an X-ray, right? He doing an X-ray on my chest. He told me to take my shirt off, and I'm sitting here like, if the machine could look through my bones or my body,
right? Yeah, do I need to take the shirt off? It doesn't sound like I need to.
And the way it was just me and him, like everyone else, like he closed the door.
Yeah.
And he closed the door. He turned around. And he said, "Okay, take your shirt off." I was like, "Why are you gonna turn around? You gonna see me with my shirt off, bro? Like with the
right?
Like,
yeah,
So I was in there with my shirt off, bro. I was just like, "Damn, bro! I don't even do this at the beach. I swim with a shirt on."
Yeah, you're catching me in a very you're catching me in a very vulnerable moment, doctor. Come on, bro.
So the blood test, I knew I was gonna get my blood drawn, but the X-ray, I didn't know I was gonna be naked up top. You feel me? So I didn't have time to mentally prepare, bro. It was.
Wait, what's the X-ray for? I thought no, but why do the X-ray? I thought you were just gonna do like you get your blood drawn and get the hell out of there. What are they X-raying you for?
So for my application to stay in the country, you have to get all these things done. So typically they do this because they want to make sure that you're not coming here with any like serious medical concerns that the government would then have to take on financially. But they can't. But with me, they can't deny it because it's a like a relationship type of sponsorship, so it's different. But we still have to go through we still have to go through the procedure. So yeah, I had to do the X-ray, and I was just tripping. I didn't know why I had to have my nipples out when the X-ray could see through everything.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the
Yeah,
shirt?
right?
My shirt's not made out of lead. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes. Imagine going to the fucking airport, TSA, and you have to take your shirt off every time. Like, nah, fuck all that. Nigga, I'm driving. Nigga, I'm driving.
Well, taking your shoes off, apparently to a lot of older people, that was a little invasive. Like, that was a little too much.
That's
Because
invasive. Yeah.
before
Damn.
before 9/11, that was never a thing. Before 9/11, you
Oh
could just
shit.
walk through the airport. Like, TSA wasn't even
Man.
TSA. You know what I'm saying?
That's so wild to think about. I don't really remember taking flights before 9/11, but like when I hear the differences between then and now, I'm like, God damn, we were able to really just roam around this fucking airport. We were smoking cigarettes in there.
Yeah. Smoking
Motherfuckers
cigarettes
just,
in the plane.
just going in and out. Yeah, on the plane. Like you're just going in and out. Like, God damn, no wonder why we got hit by a fucking terrorist. And they were just letting anybody in here.
Yo, chill out, bro.
What,
You gotta
bro? Never
calm
forget.
down. Yo, I don't know if you're joking or not, so we can just keep going.
Well, I'm just, whatever.
Everything you say sounds like everything you say sounds like a joke to me. That's why. So you gotta keep your face straight when you're saying something serious, bro. Like, I don't know, you gotta hold your hand up.
It's hard to do that. Yeah, it's hard to do that. I have an expressive face.
Every time you try to be serious, just hold your hand up like this, like Scouts honor or something.
Scouts honor. Hey, I love doing the Scottish accent. I'm sorry. All right.
They're finna cancel us in Scotland.
Yeah, for real. Fuck the Polytickin podcast.
Yo, Macklemore about to beat you up, bro. Is that the same as Scotland and Ireland? That's not the same, right? No.
Well, they're not the same.
Are they the same though?
No. They're both white people with accents. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same.
All right, man. So it's Monday.
It is.
So yesterday was Mother's Day. Apparently you have some type of secret life you live in. So how was your Mother's Day?
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, Batman.
Yeah, so yesterday. So yeah, yesterday I was supposed to work, but I called off. I looked straight at the door. Yeah, I called off yesterday. It was Mother's Day, this Sunday, and I wanted a 3-day weekend. Mother's Day was cool, man. I went to Hilltop Park over there, Signal Hill. You just go to the top. You have a beautiful view of like all of Long Beach and parts of Los Angeles. Very beautiful view. And I was just chilling there for like a solid 2-3 hours, bro. I was finishing the song up that I sent you and reflecting on life. And then I went and grabbed something to eat, came home and worked on the song that I did or whatever. That's really all I did, And I seen all the Mother's Day posts yesterday. And every time I see that, I'm just like, damn, bro, like another Mother's Day, another one to get through without your mother. So I don't know. It's like Mother's Day is always like a sensitive day, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But seeing all the love that everybody, shows to their own mothers and stuff, it fills my heart, man. It really fills my heart. So, shout out to y'all, yeah, no, that's really all I did. Called off and reflected on my life.
So you took a mental health day.
Hawaiian barbecue. Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah. I don't think I need to eat Hawaiian barbecue for a mental health day too. But goddamn, that shit was.
Why not? Why not, bro? Why not?
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Why not? And you get the extra scoop of mac. If you don't get the extra scoop of mac, who even are you, bruh? Like, don't even talk to me.
I just want to say, I think it's important because that's an important story to me because a lot of people get so caught up in the hustle of things or in the grinding of things. They tend to burn themselves out. And in our culture, in our community, and just not even just for men, like just in general, it's really like it's really downplayed to like be mentally exhausted. Like if you're physically tired, that's one thing. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, she worked 18 hours and you know, he worked 18 hours and he pulled doubles and blah blah blah, whatever. People understand it. But
Right.
then it's like, oh dang, you know, today, you know, well, I mean, I feel like people would understand your story too, you know, Mother's Day, you lost your mother. I feel like people understand it, but like other things where it's just like, yeah, today I just don't feel up to it. If they're looking at you
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you didn't just work a double, or you didn't just do something strenuous physically on your body, they'll look at you like, why are you taking time off? You
Yeah.
ain't
Who the
been doing.
fuck are you?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, how do you have the audacity to to just not go to work or not do this or that or, and to me, I feel
Right.
like, bro, like it has to be it has to be stated and also established that like a mental health day is, it should be normal, bro. Like people should be
Yeah.
comfortable with taking time off and just, and it doesn't have anything to do with your schedule being packed. It doesn't have anything to do with your body being physically tired. Like mentally, if you're not there, then listen to your body and take the time off and do what you got to do to fit to mentally be there. Because if you physically not there but you mentally there, you'll get more done. But if you mentally not there and physically there, I feel like it don't go nowhere. You
Bro.
don't move.
No.
You know.
No, and I've definitely had a lot of those days where, I'm just like checked out mentally and I don't want to be there. But, because of exactly what you said, the hustling, the money, we got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever societal pressures, family pressures, you got to get your ass up and go to work. Because if you don't, then you're a lazy bum, right?
Mhm.
But it's definitely important to take that time out to get away from it all, bro. Like, and I normally don't even do that. Like I don't go to Hilltop like that. Like I would usually just go to some like parking lot and just chill and be in there, but I wanted to see something different. And I mean, it's just Signal Hill, but bruh, that did so much to just sit there and see the views going out to, and it just makes you think of just how like everything like big in your life really isn't when it's like put up against the screw like the grand scale of the universe, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's just like just take a day off, bro, and it's okay. And I'm all for the 4-day work week, bro. I think they're trying to make that a thing too. I remember them like talking about that shit. That make it a 4-day work week, bro. 3-day weekends would be fucking lit. I would never call off for maybe months at a time. I'd probably still call off, but like I was, I'd be all for a 4-day work week. I would be all for that, bro, because that like that mental health day, dog. That third day makes such a huge difference, bro.
Mm.
Like I don't know, I'm all for it. So yeah, that's what I did on Mother's Day.
I feel it.
Fucking excuse me.
I feel it. I went
God
with my
damn.
girl's family. We went to the beach with
Mm-hmm.
her mom and her family. It was cool.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
we hung out with my girl's family and ate food and played cards and was just chilling. Like,
Good.
you know, a real chill. And it was good weather. Like it wasn't too
Yeah.
hot, it wasn't too cool. It was sunny, but it wasn't too windy. So
Ooh,
we had a good little day. Good
that's
little day,
good,
but
man.
man, being in the sun, bro, that much just, you don't even have to do nothing and it drains you, bro. Like I was thinking
Bro.
about like how we was in Southmore, like always in the sun, always in
Right.
the heat, and we wasn't dead tired every day.
You know,
Like,
we had no choice. It was everywhere. The sun was everywhere. You couldn't escape it.
yo, shout out to Southmore, bro. And everybody living out there,
Mm-hmm.
because boy, y'all is some troopers. You know, remember when you
Man.
first get off the plane, like getting off the
Oh, and the
plane,
heat.
that
Ooh, and you
heat,
feel the mugginess, bro.
and then there
Yeah.
ain't even no tunnel. You know how usually you get off the
Nope.
plane, you gotta go through the tunnel or something, bro. You gotta walk down the steps and some
Mm-hmm.
creaky looking steps, some real suspicious looking steps. You gotta walk down the steps, you gotta walk on the
Oh yeah.
tarmac, you gotta go all the way to the gate that you have to go to just to go through customs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't no, they ain't no escalators, ain't no floor escalators, none of that.
Yes, yeah, you actually have to walk everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
that's crazy. And then you
I
walk
know.
out.
Yeah, that heat. Yeah, oh, I forgot. Oh no, actually, I did not forget. Yeah, I vividly remember that. That's like the first thing I remember about going to Samoa for the first time is just that huge Samoan fucking heat wave hits you in the face, bro.
Yeah.
Makes you realize you're in Samoa for sure.
And also for those of y'all who have never been to American Samoa, when after you go through customs, you get your bags checked, you get your bags back. You walk out
Mhm.
this door, and then you kind of go up this little hill. It's like a little. It's just a little. You just follow the sidewalk, whatever, and you go up.
Yeah.
And once you go up, bruh, it's like you like a monkey in a zoo, and the zoo has never seen a monkey before. Like you
Man.
walk up the thing, you walk this little hill, this little whatever, and then all of a sudden, bro, it's just a million eyes on you, and they just all looking at you,
Mm,
bro. That mug made
for
me feel.
real.
I've never felt famous before. I felt famous that day, bro. Every time I go to Samoa, I
Yeah.
feel famous because you walk through and like everybody's just like, "Who's that? Who's that?" It's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember doing that when I went to the college and shit with my cousin while she was in class. I would just walk around like, oh my God, who is that? I've never seen him before.
Yo,
Who is that? I heard a
I,
couple of that. Like, yeah, you haven't.
they're like, "Who's that Asian boy? Who's the Asian
Yeah. I've never seen that fat Filipino kid before. Holy shit.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Shout out to Samoa, bro. Shout out to JD.
Yeah,
He was
man.
giving me some tips and some things he wanted us to hear. He wanted to hear more sports. So we're gonna have to get to some
Oh,
sports in a little bit. But before we get to all
okay.
that, did you check out Island Mogul? So for Mother's Day, Island Mogul dropped a Mother's Day video where they
Hmm.
basically had conversation pieces between mothers and their daughters. Were you able to
Yeah.
catch that?
I saw parts of it while I was getting ready for work, but then I had to leave, but so I never got to finish it. But I've seen clips of them. I've seen clips of it on Instagram, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a fucking tearjerker for me. Just seeing these girls talk to their mamas and they're all crying and shit, and then on top of that, they're playing that Cleo Soul song, and that song is beautiful, and it just makes me cry. I'm like, God damn, man. And then like never mind just makes me think about my own mother and my own family and shit. Like just that video alone and that song and that song, I'm like, oh, bro, I'm a crying mess right now. But yeah, I definitely gotta finish the video. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
to Island Mogul, man. Like they've been showing us a lot of love, and I know they've been pushing for this video to, before they dropped it and stuff, like really promoting it. So it's always a good look to spotlight, our Polynesian or Pacific Islander mothers out there and shine a light on, their experiences and their daughters to talk about, their relationship and stuff. So good on them, man. We need more of that. We're definitely going to get more of that. I know. I think it's part of a series.
Yeah.
It's part of a
Um,
series.
I
So
did. I watched a
beautiful.
little bit of it. Uh, and it was conversations between mothers and their daughters, and uh, of course, everything you said about it being tearjerkers and just that candid like conversation between the two. Um, Once again, it's something that we don't really see in our culture. You know,
Mm-mm.
we don't really have. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but for the most part, um, it's really not too common to have open and candid dialogue with your parents. You're kind of
Oh
raised
yeah.
you're kind of raised to respect them, to listen to them, to obey them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But for a lot of kids, it kind of instills some kind of I don't know what you would call it. Just some
A
reluctance to
complex.
it you just, it instills in them just this kind of like just resentment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
when
Ooh,
I watch this.
resentment is definitely the right word. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it just it builds up, over the years. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes out in different ways. Like you see Samoan kids that are super aggressive with their classmates. You see kids being
Mm-hmm.
violent and all that. Bro, because when you getting beat up at home, what you gonna do? You can't fight nobody. My dad always said he ran away because he ran away when he was super young. He said he ran away
Mm-hmm.
because at least when he got into the fight, when he got beat up in the streets, he could fight back, as opposed to
Right.
getting beat up at
Right.
home and he couldn't fight back. So that was his
Yeah.
big thing. So watching this, it was really dope to see the conversations because it showed like open communication between a mother and a daughter, Pacific
Mm-hmm.
Islander mother and a daughter. Um, and one of the questions that stuck out to me from watching some of the clips. I didn't get to watch everything, but one of the questions was the daughter asked, um, "Are you ever scared? Or have you
Mm,
ever been scared? Since I've been alive, And to me, I was like, "That's crazy. That's a crazy question to ask, and also
mhm.
that's a crazy question to answer truthfully,
Right.
because to
To
me,
an
as a
adult. Never mind like from your own child asking you that. Yeah.
to me, when I think of my parents, especially when I'm looking at this girl, I don't know how old she is, probably in her teen, she's a young teenager. Um,
Mhm.
just thinking of my parents being scared of anything, it just is such a foreign concept to me, because you kind
Mm,
of put them on these pedestals. They're
mhm.
like the ultimate, like it's God and then your parents.
Protector.
Yeah, they're like
Right.
your
Yeah.
ultimate everything. And so
Mhm.
listening to the mom saying, "Yeah, I was scared a lot, I was scared," and just hearing that, hearing a parent admit that they did have fear in their life with their kid, and then also
Yeah.
understanding that my parents was probably scared too, at some point or another in my childhood. It's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just humanizes everything. It goes back to, like, was it our first episode where it was like forgive your parents?
Yeah. 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 One of our first ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind
Hell
of it
yeah.
kind of snapped back to that. So yeah, I did love watching the clips from Island Mogul. So yeah, for those of y'all who haven't, Island Mogul on Instagram, Island Mogul on YouTube. They have some
Mm.
dope content about the culture, about people of the
Mhm.
culture. Um, they
Mhm.
have a podcast, they have a YouTube channel, they have an Instagram page, Island Mogul. So yeah, man, shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Mhm. Yeah. And like, yeah, like I feel like if I was a new parent, I'd be scared as fuck all the time.
Yeah.
Scared as fuck for the safety of my child. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand, like, the fear. It's like, bro, I just brought this little thing into the world. Now I have to protect it. I gotta protect them. Of course, I'm gonna be scared for their life, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, we definitely need to have more conversations like that with our kids, our youth. You know what I'm saying? That's such a huge game changer, bro. And like, you're so blessed to have parents who are willing to sit down and listen with y'all when y'all would talk
Mhm.
to them about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like that is so valuable in like bringing up a child, bro. Especially in a community as built on strength as us, bro. Like it's a game changer, bro. So yeah, man. Again, shout out Island Mogul, bro. Shout out to him. Yeah, go watch them. They're everywhere.
Hey, you know what else they need to watch?
What?
They need
Huh?
to watch. They
What?
need to watch Marcus do these challenges, bro. Because I'm telling you,
Yeah. Damn, that was
Marcus,
seamless.
Marcus, fill him in, bro.
Yeah.
Let him know. Let
Yeah.
him know you
So
back.
yeah. Yeah. So shout out to Uso Bad Boy Mook. Bad Boy Mook had an open verse challenge out. He put it over his song Real Different off of his new project. And he issued out an open challenge to anyone who wanted to get in on it and spit a verse. You brought it up. Like, you brought it up, like, hey, you doing Mook's challenge? And leading up to it, like, I was thinking about it, like, damn, I should just, I was thinking about it and I wanted to. So when you asked me that, I was just like, damn, maybe I have to. Now I have to. So, we was talking about it a little bit and then wrote the verse, recorded the shit, and it brought back so many like memories of us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
us, Joanna, Caleb, all of us like making music out there again. Like, just returning back to the process has been, really fun for me. So yeah, I threw my hat in the ring. I threw it in there.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's
And I
back.
feel like I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, you
I
got
don't
some.
know.
You got a lot of feedback too.
Yeah, I
You got
see that. I
a lot of
did.
people tapping in with you, bro.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to hear from
It's
you,
been
my
fun,
guy.
man.
They want to hear from you, my
Yeah,
guy.
it's been.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I hope I can deliver, man, because it's been fun, and like the whole process has just been fun again. And I shout out again to Mook for that, bro, because it's been, it's been a lot of love. I've been seeing a lot of love for it, and I told you too, like, bro, I was nervous to make the video because, like, bro, like with the podcast, and this is what I wanted to say too, like for the podcast, we have each other, right, as
saying?
like buffers. So, and I remember you were saying like, bro, you show your face twice a week for
Yeah,
this
Mark,
fucking show. And I was like, yeah, what?
I was just saying, he was saying he was nervous to be in front of the camera rapping, and I was like, bruh, we literally get in front of the camera for an hour a day, 2 days a week,
It,
and put it out.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. And like I thought of that too, but then I was like, it's the podcast, right? Like with the podcast, we have each other, we're each other's buffer. Like we can just bounce off each other because we're two quick-witted fat motherfuckers. But um, like with the music, you're putting yourself out there like by yourself, and it's a creative thing that you sit and create yourself, and you're just putting it out to the world. That's a whole different like thing for me it was very different. So I was, leading up to putting the video out, I was very nervous, bro, just thinking about all the, like, all the shit, like, oh, do I look weird, all the stuff, that just all the self-conscious stuff. But
mhm.
then all that went out the window. Once, like, I put it on the board too, bro. Just put it out. Just put it out. Throw
Listen,
it,
listen
just
to the
put it out.
board. Listen to the board.
Yeah, listen to the board. It's a vision board for a reason. So
Yes,
it
sir.
was just, I was like, fuck being scared, bro. All the times I didn't talk shit saying I'm not scared anymore, fuck being scared and nervous. Whatever it is that people want to pursue, just do it, and we're
Mm-hmm.
big proponents of that. So if I'm going to be a champion of that, then I might as well get the fuck over my nervousness and just throw this shit out. And I did. And I'm
Yeah,
glad I did, because it's just given me that fuck fire to come back, in
yes,
whatever
sir.
capacity. I just love this whole thing.
Yeah.
Everything.
So
Everything about it, the whole community and all of it, bro.
people take notes. All right, man. Marcus been out the game for I don't know how many years it's been, but he came back and he's pushing just like he never stopped. So I'm saying it's never too late. Marcus is 58 years old, about to drop his second
I'm
album. It's never too
Yeah, I'm
late.
58. Don't give up on your dreams. What fucking loser nerve.
Oh,
But yeah.
you know what you should give up on though. For those of you out there,
What?
you should give up on these fake hip hop accounts, bro.
Oh
That's what you
yeah. Oh,
should.
I like that.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
All right, so
Yeah.
Marcus is bringing up music. We talking about hip hop, and yeah, this is a Polynesian, Polytickin, Pacific Islander podcast. But first and foremost, aside from being Samoan and from Sacramento, I'm a hip hop artist, and I really care about this culture. And one of the things that we need to start doing is we need to start tracing these internet accounts to who actually runs them. So
Right.
I think his name is Kev on Stage. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kev on Stage. So a guy named Kev on Stage. I think he's a comedian. I'm not sure,
He is.
but he's a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian. Yep.
So as you guys know, Jamie Foxx, president for Jamie Foxx, he was recently admitted to a hospital. There was a lot of health complications that we didn't know about. Nobody really knew that Jamie Foxx was dealing with some complications. Rumors started
Right.
coming out that he was sick, whatever. And that was not whatever, but that was one thing. Everyone started praying for Jamie Foxx. And then a hip hop blog ish Instagram
Mhm.
account posted family close to Jamie Foxx are saying they're prepared for the worst. That
Right.
catapulted everyone's anxiety. Anyone who's a fan of Jamie Foxx, everybody started worrying. People started praying. People started, calling out for just more answers or whatever. It just turned everything into a frenzy. His
Right.
daughter responds a day or two later saying, I don't know who started these rumors, but my dad has been out the hospital and he's fine. He's playing tennis, like he's good.
Yeah.
Kev on Stage took it upon himself to backtrack and trace where all of these rumors stemmed from to see who started it. Come to find out, it was an account, Twitter and Instagram account called Rap TV. Kev on Stage went even further, and he was like, "Who owns this account?" Because they have these accounts, they have these platforms like Rap TV, Loud House, Say Cheese,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of these, who owns this platform, Rap TV. So he went on a deep dive. He went to go see who owns it, who created it, who works there. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
it looked like mayonnaise, people. It was nothing but white people working for these accounts. And it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing. So I know people are gonna be like, yo, you being racist, blah blah blah. It's nothing wrong with white people um like taking account of the culture and like, you know, just having their own narrative to push or reporting on the culture. But when you come into the space and you don't identify yourself and you have just like a random picture of Nas or Jay-Z or whatever they're, or just rap as their face of the company, you
Mm-hmm.
know what you're doing because you understand if it was a dude named Brad Tyler, that was his name on the account, we would take the information with a grain of salt because it's kind of like we know where it's coming from. And like, bro, and the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, so this account got exposed. Everyone,
Yeah.
so it was some white dude. He hired a bunch of white dudes. All of these dudes look like they had nothing to do with the culture. They don't even look like fans of the
Right.
culture. And then you have
Whole bunch of interns, whole bunch of fucking software engineers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
but you and it said that that website or that platform generated like $60 million worth of ad revenue off of
Mm.
hip hop artists, hip hop
Mm-hmm.
R&B culture. And it just
Mm-hmm.
it's just this, so this whole is like digital blackface, I guess you would say, where these people, and then so they said the rap house whatever channel is from some Indian kid. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what's crazy? The reason why I wanted to talk about this
Mm-hmm.
is because I'll be on TikTok, and there was an account and it had all of this battle rap like bars, clips,
Mm-hmm.
bunch of clips from battle rappers. And I was just like, dang, I wonder who this dude, like who is behind this. Bro, when I tell you I went to the Instagram and the Instagram was only following one person, then I went to the person, it was some white dude that was rapping about promethazine, like
Mm.
with 400 followers, but
Mm-hmm.
he was the owner of uh battle rap TikTok and Instagram page that had 40,000 followers, just taking clips of all of this stuff. And then you go to his actual page, and this fool is a whack rapper from like
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, rapping about
Yeah.
promethazine and looking like fake grills and just looking like a cornball.
Yeah.
Like I
People
know
really like try to branch out. Like they're trying to branch out, but it's like you're doing it in such a weird, ugly way, bro.
it's
And they
it
don't believe you. And on top of that, your music sucks.
well, it's not even the fact that the music sucks or the fact that they're branching out.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just like
I know.
it's so easy for people to just get online and not have to identify themselves and start this whole little movement. And like as
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's just scrolling, if I'm a fan of battle rap and I see a clip that's cool, you're gonna like it and you're gonna follow it. And then that's the easy part. But to me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, we gotta really start gatekeeping, and we gotta really
Mm-hmm.
start paying attention to the people that we giving our views to, because
Yeah.
it's literally cultural appropriation just digitally, and it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
people saying, oh, who cares, blah. It's not gonna matter to you till it matters to you. And what I mean by that is, it's not gonna matter to you until it's some other culture that's having all of these Polynesian tattoo videos or Polynesian how to make a umu
Right.
videos and
Yeah.
monetizing, making
Oh,
millions of
people
dollars.
yeah, people will be, bro. People will be up in arms if
You
that were to,
know?
bro. Remember when Nike did the good old the sleeve thing with the
Exactly.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
with the
Yeah, it's
tattoos.
just gonna be another one of those. Yeah,
Exact.
it's
So
gonna be another one of those. So
I'm
motherfuckers are really, yeah,
this has to
they're
be
not
at the forefront.
exploring the irony.
Yeah, this has to be at the forefront of what we care about, because like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to matter to you till it matters to you. And by that time,
Right.
because you got to understand it, it's going to go by trends. And when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
trends, Black American culture is at the top, and it's going to trickle
Mm-hmm.
down, because as soon as those spots get filled up, as soon as like there's 100 million battle rap pages on TikTok, these leeches is just gonna move on to the next thing, and then it's gonna work its way
Yeah.
down. And whenever it gets to Polynesian culture, it's gonna get there. And once it gets there, all of a sudden we're gonna be like, oh no, I'm not okay with that. And then guess what? It's too
Right.
late. The system is established. The
Mm-hmm.
the way of the world is gonna be established, and we not gonna
Mm-hmm.
have no say in the matter. you
Right.
know, so
So your tried and true method to stopping things like this. And I was gonna ask you like what would you do to stop it, but I know that your answer, at least one answer, would be to attack their pockets. So how would we go about attacking their pockets to stop them from doing all this shit? Because at the end of the day, there will always be a fucking roach out there to start another one of these. So how would we stop things like this from happening en masse? If we're all, if we're all invested in trying to stop this shit and we all get to work to trying to get rid of it, right? So I mean, how else do we do that besides attack the pockets? What will we do to to combat this? Because like I mean, people are you said digital blackface, right?
uh-huh.
Like and it trends like things like the new trend is gonna happen and people are just gonna hop on it, bro. It's gonna multiply. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As long as there's pieces of shit out there, people are gonna be pieces of shit.
Mhm.
So yeah, and yeah, let's establish some gatekeepers and nip it in the bud, right?
Yeah.
But every time I hear the term gatekeeper, especially because we're talking about rap, like I always look at it as a negative thing because it's like every time I hear gatekeepers, like I imagine some old head over here, I'm like, man, fuck young fools and their music. You know what I'm saying? Then if we're trying to stop the spread of cultural appropriation, then we can definitely start gatekeeping this shit because
Yeah.
people are out here just spinning shit for no reason, making people work. Actually, no, it's not for no reason. It's $60 million in
Yeah.
ad revenue.
Exactly. And
You know what I'm saying?
you know what's the crazier part about it, right? Is Kev
What?
on stage goes further and he says, so you check this out. It's a hip hop page. We look at it as certified because it has a bunch of followers and it has a bunch of posts that we identify with. But when you really break
Right.
it down, and there's a bunch of white people behind it. And then on top of that, he went to go look at his post, and this account was doing everything in his power to support Tory Lanez and to smear
Oh shit.
Meg the Stallion. Every little and you know what's
Mm,
crazy too is
mm,
I always wondered. I was like, why are these hip hop like pages when they get political, it's always Republican based. Like
mm,
you'll always see like so I remember that rap page and they had posted about how trans gender had raped a girl or something like that in the bathroom.
mm-hmm,
And they posted about it
mm.
and it stoked
Oh,
all of
that's
this.
ugly.
Yeah, and it had all these things, right? And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's that, you see that, you feel some type of way, but then you really look at it, and then you're like, wait, but in the same week that there's one trans person did that, four junior pastors in Utah and you know what I'm saying, did the exact same
Right.
thing, but this page ain't posting about it.
Right.
So
No.
every time I used to look at it like, dang, why is it always leaning to the right? And then you notice who's really behind it. It's the same thing with these
Mm,
Hawaiian pages. Like I follow a bunch of these Hawaiian pages
mm,
that talk about local Hawaiian things, but then they also push the Republican narrative. And I'm just like,
mm-hmm.
now I'm thinking, who owns this? Who are the people that own
Right.
this? Where do these
Right.
people come from? And you was asking like,
Right.
how do we start to combat this type of stuff? Awareness is the
Mm-hmm.
first. Knowing is half the battle.
Mm,
Awareness is the first part. You
mm,
bring these things to light. You actually get people to talk about it. Like us just talking about it is gonna make people realize, like, oh shoot, let me question where I'm getting it from. I'm getting my information from, even if it's a meme account, even if it's because even the meme
mm-hmm.
accounts, they meme accounts be having like 1 million followers. They'll have all these funny
Mm-hmm.
things, and then they'll sprinkle in a little. Oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear? Did you the
Right.
subway guy who got killed? He was actually trying to kidnap a girl. Did you know that? And then all of a sudden,
Right.
like you go into these accounts for memes or something to laugh about, and then subconsciously it's kind of like, oh snap, you seen this too. And then it's like, oh damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy. The media really is trying to spin. And
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, you just got
Oh
these
yeah.
ideas that you don't even know. where they stem from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think
How
knowing this,
disgusting, bro.
it's crazy. It's crazy
Oof.
out here, bro.
Yeah.
But I think knowing is half the battle. I think bringing awareness is a big thing for us to gatekeep the culture, for us to really keep these losers out. We got to kick them out. 60 million
Yeah.
off of a culture they don't contribute to. And guess what? That 60 million that
Mhm.
they making, none of that go to hip hop. None of that go to
Nope.
black people. None of that go to
Nope.
people of color. None of that
Mhm.
go to inner city urban areas where hip hop was founded, where all of the things that they
Mhm.
report on came from or stems from or was birthed from. None of that money.
Right.
All of that money is going to wherever they from. Beverly Hills, the
Hell yeah.
Hamptons, freaking, it's just disgusting. Like we really got to pay attention and we really got to care about these things because it ain't gonna matter to you till it matter to you. So
Right. Yeah. Fuck you, Daily Loud. Fuck you, Rap TV. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all
say
suck,
cheese,
man.
block all them
Fake
accounts,
cheese,
bro.
all of that. Yeah,
Black
y'all suck.
black jump no jumper too while you at it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a. I know
Yeah,
you've discussed them, but that's another one for another day, man. Because I know
yeah,
you can go in on that too, man.
for
Fuck
real.
you. Fuck
Yeah.
you, no jumper. You suck. Hell yeah. Nigga, rap music forever, nigga. Hip hop, motherfucker. All right. Fucking
But so so
Republican bastards. Republican
so,
bastards. Nah,
so,
I
so
can't. You know, there are a lot of Polynesian Republicans. Sorry.
there
All right,
is
go
no,
ahead. Go
but
ahead.
you know what? I mean, that's a because they're really aligned with the Christian faith, the Republican
Yeah.
Party. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not against it. Both sides have things that I'm
Yeah.
really
As
against.
right.
You
As a
know?
political party. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're just focused on the fact that they're Republicans, you're missing the point. You know
exactly.
what I'm
Or
saying? You're
dem or just
missing the point. All
Democrats,
right.
but they both
Or
are.
Democrats,
They
yeah. If
they both
yeah.
got a lot of idiots.
Right, exactly.
you
Yeah.
know?
So yeah, but yeah, let's not even make this a political talk, even though
Yeah.
it kind of just
It,
fucking did.
but
But
you
if
know
you're
who?
just focused on the parties, then that nigga over your head.
But you know who is a universal idiot that I feel like both Republicans and Democrats could agree to is an
Huh.
idiot?
Who?
Ja Morant.
Ja, where's Ja? Where's Ja?
Uh, so
Bruh.
so Ja Morant has been having encounters with the media, or everybody, just everyone for the past couple
Mm-hmm.
months. He was low for a minute. He I think he went to rehab or something. I don't know if he went to rehab or counseling
Yeah.
or whatever. Uh,
Yeah, it was counseling, I think.
for uh showing a gun in a strip club. I think it was a strip
Yeah.
club. Even before that, he got into it. 18-year-old said that he beat him up in his backyard.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh, issues with the team. There was after a basketball game. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
the Pacers. Pacers were on the bus, and there was like red beams getting shot into the bus, and they were
Oh,
saying it
right.
was Ja Morant. Ja Morant's on Twitter saying, I'll fill you up with hollow tips or whatever he said. I don't know. So
Right. That nigga listens to a lot of NBA YoungBoy, man. Like that's his thing.
yeah, and so
It's a
so
parade inside my city, yeah.
so there
He says that a
so
lot.
there's a new clip going out. Ja Morant was in his car with his homie. His homie's on Instagram Live. They turned up, listening to music, blah blah blah. And his homie turns the camera to Ja, and out of nowhere, he just pulls out a gun. And then his
Mm,
homie tried. Shout out to his homie because he did try to hide. He pulled the phone away super fast, and was like,
mm.
and he tried to, but it was too late. It was way too late. You know what I'm saying? Ja
Yeah,
Morant was
yeah.
quick on the draw. You feel me?
Ooh,
um.
quick on the jaw.
So you've heard all the stories from prior, and you see this clip now. How do you feel about this?
I thought so. Did that live happen like recently, or is
Yeah.
that like an
Yep.
old video from before?
Recent.
Okay, that was
Recent.
that. So when they posted that and talked about it, it happened, within like the last couple days or a day, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that day. Okay, I thought it. At first I thought it was an old video that had resurfaced. That's the way I looked at the title of whatever I saw. I thought it was like an old video that resurfaced, and people are trying to throw it out because then that changes the context. But since it's brand new and it happened again, Ja Morant just looks like a fucking idiot. He looks like a liar and a hypocrite. After all the things that he went through, especially with like how the NBA handled his the situation before, right? 8 game
Mm-hmm.
suspension. He went away for to the rehab slash counseling or whatever, and then he did his cool little media press tour. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I've been working on it. I'm trying to be better. I'm young and dumb. But then he does it again, and it just like make you wonder why he did it again, but I'm sure there's something deeper. There's got to be something deeper than what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like if a kid, but like on the surface it's like if a kid makes the same mistake twice, and he doesn't learn from the first time, it's like why even keep giving him the pass? Like what? So what are you going to suspend him again? Just fucking, suspend him again, dock his pay, or kick him out the league? Like what do you do as Adam Silver if you're the commissioner? And for Ja Morant himself, like bro, this is like his career just keeps taking hit after hit after hit, and now it's like what is he even doing at this point? So I sit there and try to question his motives, but I just truly don't know what this kid's life is like, and we talked about it. We talked about his as a young kid growing up trying to be a successful NBA player. You know what I'm saying? There are certain qualities that you got to have that gets you into the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then now with the advent of like social media and all these things, like he's in front of a camera all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like the worst part, like his worst impulses are like on display for us to see. So
Yeah.
I try to keep that into account. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep that into account that like these younger dudes, especially these NBA players, grew up with the internet, so they know that their life, especially when they reach a certain like echelon in life, that they're gonna be documented. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some kind of awareness that your behavior is going to be documented that way. You know what I'm saying? But when you make the same mistake twice for everyone to see, it's like it looks like you have a lack of self-awareness and you're just being careless and reckless,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's obviously more to it. I just don't know, man. Sucks. And
Feel
he's
it?
such a great player to watch. Like he's
Serious.
fucking awesome. He's
Okay.
awesome.
I got a few things to say.
Oh, well,
Um,
do ya? Huh?
well, nah, I mean, so I got a few things to say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there. So on the flip side, Van Lathan, he's the dude that used to be on TMZ. I listen to his podcast and I follow him on Twitter. One of the things
Mm-hmm.
that he was trying to bring up was, uh, is this a race thing? Because you got NFL players
What
who show
isn't
off.
a race thing
No,
anymore?
no, no. So
Sorry.
so
What
that was
isn't
that was
race?
his thing. You
Mm-hmm.
got NFL players who show off their guns all the time. Is it
Excuse
just
me.
a matter of
Mm-hmm.
how he's brandishing his weapon? Like I don't think he was trying to say it was a race thing. I think he was trying to understand what is the difference. Like genuinely trying to
Right.
understand what is the difference. He feels how he feels. He doesn't. He thinks Josh should get penalized, but he wants to understand.
Yeah.
And so for me, I had to step back and look at it like, you know, uh, what is the difference between the governor from I forgot what state it was where they had all the guns in their little Christmas card. To me
Yeah.
though, to me like what I ultimately broke it down to was I didn't like either one. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't like seeing little kids with guns, even if it's a
Right.
Christmas card and it's all regulated and everything is like supervised.
Right. Like
And
if that kid was black or that family was black and they had guns in their Christmas cards, motherfuckers would be talking a lot more about that. But because
they,
it's I
yeah,
mean, you know what I'm
they
saying?
might.
They
So
it but what? They
some
might
people
what?
might, but to me, I don't like either one. I just don't,
Right.
like I got stories, like I just have experiences with guns that have not
Right.
been the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my
So it's
cousin
for
got
you, it's
shot.
not even it's not
You
right.
know, it's
So
it's
for
just
you, it's not even a race thing. It's not even a race thing. It's
yeah,
it's a motherfucker. I have personal experiences with these and I don't like it thing.
yeah. So that's why I felt like okay, this is why I feel like this. I think it's dumb. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like either examples. I don't like them at all.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, like when you step away from the whole political side of things, if you're up 200 million, 300 million, however rich he is, you don't have to put yourself in a position where you need to protect yourself.
Right.
Like if I had that much money, do
Mm-hmm.
you understand, bro? I wouldn't go to Disneyland. I would bring Disneyland to me. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to the store. I wouldn't go to Walmart. I would just build
Right.
stuff on property so that I don't never gotta leave. Like when you have
Right.
that much financial freedom, you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
be anywhere that you feel you'd be in
You
danger or
don't
you'd
have to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
like so to me, the fact that he like if he was the 10th man on the roster on a 10-day contract or something, I get it.
Right.
You not rolling in dough. You still in the
Right.
trenches.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Morant ain't he not on the bench. He
Yeah.
is. He's been suspended.
Right.
But you in a position to where you don't have to be anywhere dangerous. You could be in
Mm-hmm.
Whole Foods. You don't have to be in Walmart. You could be in Whole Foods. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
be in Compton. You could be in the Hamptons, Beverly. You don't have to be
Yeah.
there. There's no
Mm-hmm.
excuse. Like people saying, like, oh yeah, it's an open carry state. Or, oh yeah, like it's legal where he's that's fine. But when you running with
Mm-hmm.
the NBA, like that's a gang. The NBA is a gang, and the gang comes with uh, certain rules and regulations that you got to follow in order to be in
Mm-hmm.
that gang. And it's cool if you don't want to be in the gang, but guess what? That check is gonna go, and that's what he's gonna
Right.
see. And so, and on top of that, bro, like everyone having the conversation between, well, maybe he's just real, maybe he's just really a gangster like that. I'm gonna tell you
If
this
he
right
was
now.
real, he wouldn't be doing shit like that. I'm
I'm gonna,
assuming.
bro. I'm gonna tell you
I
right now.
imagine.
I know some real gangsters, bro, and ain't none of them on Instagram
Okay.
Live.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like y'all
I
trying to
know.
y'all trying to have an argument about whether he's real or he's from there or not, and like everything that leads up to or everything points into the direction of it ain't really like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't if y'all on Instagram Live this much to get caught in the club, then to get caught in the car, then to be on Twitter talking all this crazy stuff, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
man, the gangsters I know don't even know how to work a phone. They don't
Right.
even know how to
Yeah,
work a
that's
phone. They, you know what I'm saying? Like they got
yeah.
flip phones
Mm-hmm.
still.
Yeah.
I'll give you this though. The, the only gangsters I know that really be on Instagram are already in jail.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My homies in
That's
jail
for
that's
sure.
locked up going live on Instagram Live. Yeah, they real, but they're in jail. That's kind of all they got. So if you ain't in jail and you on Instagram Live that much, I don't believe you like that, bro. I don't. I
Yeah.
just don't. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, at that point, especially when you break it down like that, it all just looks like from Ja Morant, just all an act of, tough guy posturing, bruh.
yeah,
And for what? You got $200 million,
no,
But
bruh.
yeah,
If I
I
had
mean, I guess
200,
if you're making $200 million, right, at that young an age, you're probably gonna wild out. And like, I don't know where it stems from, but I just feel like you're just gonna wild out.
it's overcompensation.
I personally wouldn't be. Yeah, definitely overcompensation.
Yeah,
Definitely overcompensation. I mean, I'm just like you, bro. I wouldn't be out there, trying to be in the trenches and shit like that. But like, we're gonna joyride. We're gonna
no.
joyride on the property that I'm fucking building.
If
You know
you
what I'm
if I
saying?
get 200 up, if I'm 200 M's up, you
Mm-hmm.
will never hear from me again, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
See,
I
that's what
love.
you would do with your money. Like, everybody would do things differently with their money. It's just with Ja Morant, the stupid decisions that he's doing with his money is up for everybody to see, and it's gonna affect the future money that he makes, and whatever. He might get sent to back to Beijing with that nigga Dylan Brooks. So I don't know.
You can't use that as an excuse when
Yeah,
the
definitely.
when history is riddled with examples of what happens when you don't listen.
But people don't
What's his
get.
name? Ricky
Yeah.
Davis? Is Ricky Johnson? Ricky Davis. Look, this
The
was
football.
this was the coldest running back ever, and I can't even remember his name because he couldn't stop smoking weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Josh Gordon, flag, man, this fool was raw. Look at him, couldn't stop smoking. And it's just like, yeah, we get it. Smoking should be legal. Yeah, we get it. Weed isn't
but
bad.
You gotta step back from the politics of that.
But when you getting paid, that much, bro, it's gonna be some things that you gonna have to sacrifice. And it should be a no-brainer. Ja Morant, it should be a no-brainer. It's gonna be some things you're gonna have to sacrifice in order to put your kids into position to never having to struggle. It's a no-brainer. I don't care how young you is. You know what I'm saying? You from the hood, then you should see plenty of examples of untapped potential around you, you know? So yeah, man. Shout out to
plenty of examples of untapped potential.
It's real.
Real. Yeah, that's real, bro.
We see it day in, day out. We're two examples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got to tell me about this topic. We got to lighten the mood, man. We're getting too serious on this, bro. Man? You got to tell me about the homeless people.
Okay. Look, man. So when I finally did my whole mental health thing, come back from Signal Hill, I went to the smoke shop. Okay. I was telling you wanted this last night. Went to the smoke shop, got my cigarettes, and I walked past this dude. I don't think he's homeless. He's just out there, soliciting people. You know what I'm saying? Let me get $1. Let me hold $1 type stuff. So I walked past him. I was like, hey, bro, hey, you got like $1 or two? Got like $1 or two? And then I just straight lied to his face. I was like, nah, I don't have anything on me. But I don't have it on me. But I went to the car and I got $2 out. And I was like, I walked back and I gave it to him. And it had me thinking like, what if this motherfucker was like, nah, I'm good, bro. You can keep that. Like I offer him $2. He's just like, nah, I'm good. You can keep that, bro. I don't know why that thought came into my head, but I was like, dog, if that fool did that to me, especially because you know what? This is why I thought about it. It's because I fucking lied to this nigga saying that I don't have it. And I went back to the car and I got it out and gave it to him anyway. So
wait. I need to get into your psyche real quick.
Yeah, okay.
When he asked you and you say you didn't have it, did you have it on you? $2?
No, I didn't. I didn't have the $2 on me. It was in the car in my wallet.
So did you lie?
I guess I didn't lie. Yeah, I didn't have it on me. I don't know why I'm fixated on the fact. I feel like I lied to him because I didn't have it on me. It was in the car.
That's not a lie.
I do have it.
That's not. I thought you. Okay, I thought you had. I thought you had it on you, and then you went to the car and faked like you found money.
Yep. Yeah. Nah. I don't know why. Well, anyway, that just like when I gave him the money, it just had me thinking like, oh, if this motherfucker gave it back, bro. Because I seen like on cartoons and shows and shit, like comedies and shit, where people like, or like commercials, or not even commercials, just some shit on YouTube where like, what if like a homeless person fucking passed $1 back that you tried to give them? Like, how would that make you feel? Like, what would you do if you try to give a homeless person $1 and they're like, no, I'm good?
That's actually happened, kind of. It was to my dad though. We was in front of I think he was in front of AM/PM off of Norwood. And the dude had asked my dad he asked him for $1. I think my dad went into his pockets and gave him some change. And I'm pretty sure that dude looked up at my dad and was like, that's it? Dad looked,
yeah,
give me my change back, man. I think my dad took the change back, bro. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that happened, bro. When I was super young, but yeah.
Yo, man, beggars cannot be choosers, bro.
Nah, in 2023 they can.
How?
In 2023
exactly, because because of inflation, whatever. It's like, nah, the price of the dollar just went down, bro. You got to give these homeless people at least $5 so they'll be satisfied.
Oh, forget that.
Because a fucking medium drink, yeah, right, yeah, forget that,
right?
Because like a medium drink is like $3.50, $4. Assuming they're gonna.
Why you need a medium?
$5 for a fucking right? Yeah.
Get a smaller refill. What the hell?
Exactly. Right. Unless you gotta, someone's probably gonna bang on you about, getting the free refills. There's probably no free refills at every store.
I
That's why you
got
gotta go to the store with the free refills.
so
What?
I got two situations, two stories for this. One of them is
Okay.
from my homegirl. She told me one time she was somewhere and
Mm-hmm.
a homeless person asked her for some money or something. They wanted to get some food. And she just had
Yeah.
like a little granola bar in her bag. She gave it to him. She was like, "Oh, here you go." She said a homeless dude looked at her and said, "Is this gluten free?"
Yo,
Hey, yo, my
gluten free.
guy,
Yo,
if you broke, you ain't got no choice, homie. You
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 know what I'm
gotta deal
saying?
with
You're
it.
gonna take that allergic reaction, bro. How can you be homeless with a fucking gluten allergy, bro?
Hey, but maybe it's really bad. Maybe that's just ignorance because I don't know what it's like to eat food when you gluten allergic to gluten. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was just wild. She said that she was taken back. She was like, "What? Give me my
Yeah.
bar back." And
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
another one was when me and my sister was walking home from school. It was the same AM/PM actually. We was walking home from Norwood,
Nice.
junior high, and we was turning the corner. We was going to this is when we used to live in Taylor Terrace. And when we turned the
Mm.
corner, there was a bum or a dude asking for money from the AM/PM, but I guess he was done. He clocked out. And he was blind. It was a white dude. Yeah, all white hair. He was blind. So he's
Shit.
walking. He's like in front of us, right? Probably like
Mm-hmm.
15 yards in front of us. So we walking behind him, but we right behind him. And
Mm-hmm.
so he turns the corner. We turn the corner. And so he's going towards our apartment complex. And I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure I don't know if he went in. I think he went to the street next. But when he like did a thing where he looked back, and I guess we was right behind him, so he didn't really see us in his vision, I guess, or I didn't know if he was
Okay.
looking back or what. Bruh, this fool
Right.
folded up his walking stick and took off his sunglasses and pulled out a phone, bruh.
Wow.
And we was like, what
Wow.
the, bro? I swear to you, bro. He folded up his stick, took off his sunglasses, and he started texting on the phone and turned the corner, bro. I was like, what the
Wow. What
hell?
a fucking scumbag, man. I
Yo, that's
wish I'd seen shit like that in real life because I've heard of stories of that too, where like motherfuckers would be out there with the sign begging for change, but then when you follow them, they have like a nice ass beamer around the corner or some shit, and then they take off and look for another corner to fucking be bums at. I'm like, God damn. Or
hey,
motherfuckers would like fully dress up, like do the whole thing. Like I don't know what I would do if I seen that in the wild, but that is fucking crazy to think. And you two saw that at junior high, bro? I'd be like, bro,
crazy.
what a sack of shit. I'm never giving that fucking guy $1 again. I'm about to tell the fucking store owner right now about
I'm
this
about to flinch
bastard.
at him next time I see that.
For real.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Yeah. Nigga fucking take his glasses off. Nigga. Shit.
Yeah, but you ain't never been to Frisco. Them homeless people, them panhandlers out there, bro. They be aggressive.
No, I mean, I believe it, man. It's San
Yeah,
Francisco, bro.
they be
You
aggressive
know?
out there.
Yeah. I believe it. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to all the aggressive homeless people out here, man.
Shout out to the Samoan man from Hawaii that I donated musubi and freaking drinks to, thinking he was homeless, and that fool was just waiting for the bus.
Oh,
That mother was hella You know it's funny too, bro? I seen him. I was going to work. I seen him out there. I was like, damn, man, they got a Uso out here. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that, bro. I see one of us struggling. I don't like that, bro. So I went in. I got him
hey
know.
man, my nigga's heart was in the right place. It
I
was
went
in the
in
right
there.
place.
They had like they had the thing where it was like two Gatorades and a Musubi for I don't know how much, but they had like the deal. So I bought two Gatorades
Right.
and Musubi, and I think I bought them a sandwich or I don't know. It was like a whole little bag full of. Like, yeah, we finna get this. We finna hook the Uso up. I
Yeah.
went up to bro. I was like, hey, right here, Us. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. It's all good. Looked at
Oh,
me.
you
It's
gave him
like,
the whole spiel?
nah, I didn't give
Oh.
him. No, I didn't say a lie. I just, hey, Us, don't even trip. Man. It's cool, man.
Oh, hey,
All right, it
that's a
was,
lot. That's more than enough. If someone like if I'm just waiting for the bus and
bro.
someone's like, hey, it's all good, Oos.
That fool
What
looked
do you
at
mean it's
me.
all good?
That fool looked at me like, oh, what? I was like, hey, who's go ahead take that? That fool looked at, that nigga, he just
This
held
nigga
it.
Sefa did him such a big favor.
Hey, you know what's funny? Is now that I think back to it, bro, I probably look more homeless than he did. Like he didn't really look homeless.
You're
He just
scrounging up the last couple dollars to give it to somebody else. This nigga, bro.
he didn't really look homeless. Like he was just sitting at the. You know why? Because I never seen him before, and
Oh, so you meet a new Uso at the bus stop, all of a sudden he's fucking homeless? God damn,
bro,
stop profiling your people, nigga.
dog, when I tell you that was my little corner right there, bro. When I was going to work, I would I knew the 7
Oh, this
Eleven
nigga
dude.
Sefa ran the corner. Fucking corner boy over there,
No,
the wire.
my homie
No,
William,
fucking
my homie William, the Filipino cat that worked at the shop, that's my dog, bro. And like everybody in the area, I knew all the homeless people. I used to give them blankets and food and all that. And so I just figured this was the new guy. I tried to hand it back. This who handed it to me back. He was like, "Oh no, bro, I'm just waiting for the bus." I was like, I had to remember, bro. Like everybody wears slippers out there, not just people who don't got shoes.
Yeah, everybody's showing toes out there except you, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I misread that. I made a bad read, bro.
Yeah, he made better read. He got blown up. He got blown up. Coverage blown
Coverage
up, bro.
was blown, bro. God.
Oh man, my Uso's heart was in the right place. All right, he's out here helping the peoples, man. Just sometimes we get lost in the shuffle because we don't be wearing slippers, don't be wearing shoes. So he's gonna profile you.
My bad, Us. Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, shout out to those, man. Oh, ba, I'm trying to get on the bus. I'm good, ba.
I totally forgot that
sandwich, ba.
I forgot that even happened. That was looking at me.
I keep bringing up
He was looking at me, and I was looking at him like, "Os, don't even trip. Don't even. You don't got to say
damn." Fucking philanthropist of the year over here.
Then I go to my job making $10 an hour, freaking slaving away, broke as hell, trying to feel good about myself.
Oh, bro.
That food looking like, bro, this is the cheap musubi. Ain't even got no egg in it.
Yeah, for real. Oh shoot, man. Oh man.
I think for our docket, I think that's it. Did you want to touch on anything else?
Nah. Actually, yeah. I know last week we tried to record the Patreon episode, right? But you know, with all the technical difficulties going on, we did a second one. But I just wanted to shout out again the Polynesian boys, the Polynesian podcast, for having me on last week. You know, and that was a really fun experience too. And we definitely want to do more collaboration shows just like that, you know. And everybody's been calling for it, like, when are y'all gonna have guests? When are y'all gonna do this? When are you gonna do that? So, you know, the door is definitely open for that, you know. And the first step was going on the show, and shout out to Lance and Forrest for having me on, man. It was fun. It was just like the first show that the four of us did together. You know what I'm saying? It was really cool. And we're definitely gonna do more of those, and like, collaborations will be like on and up. I'm stuttering, ongoing, you know, forever. So
yeah,
we're just gonna figure everything out, man. So shout out to the Polynesian boys. I know they're gonna record tonight. They're probably gonna have their show out tomorrow or Wednesday too. So, and they're definitely getting to it, man. These guys got video now. The boys got video now. Yeah, the boys got video. Oh, shout out to Fiso too, man. Shout out to Fiso for showing love on the Emerald Perspective. Him and Stu showing us love over there on their, like, bro, we're just gonna be collaborating with everybody, bro, and people are calling for it. So we're definitely gonna supply the demand. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to everybody out there, you know, doing the things and stuff. So we're out here, bro.
I just want to clarify something, because JD had brought this up. JD didn't realize on the Patreon app or website that there are extra episodes. I don't know what he was listening
Yeah.
to, what he's been listening to. But for those of
Right.
y'all who might be in the same category as JD and not understand, the Patreon doesn't just come with the video early, because we're gonna upload this video to Patreon before we upload it to YouTube. But also
Mm-hmm.
every Friday we're gonna have an
Yeah.
extra episode that people won't get. Like the people who don't pay, they're not gonna get this episode. It's just gonna be for the Patreon people who are subscribed. And it's a
Mm-hmm.
brand new episode. Bunch of stupid stuff that we talk about.
Right.
So for those of y'all who are subscribed, please be aware. And once you log on to
Yeah.
Patreon, there is an app that you can download so you can watch it and listen to it straight off the app. You just
Mm-hmm.
go to your dashboard or go to our page, and it'll show up as Patreon episode number, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so there's some extra content for y'all, for those of y'all that might not have understood the instructions. Maybe we weren't clear or whatever, but
Exactly.
there you go.
Right.
So yeah,
Five
appreciate you.
dollars a man. $5 a month for 4 extra episodes. Man, 4 extra episodes a month. You
Yes,
know?
sir.
So yeah, we're gonna get to the tiers. We're gonna get to all of that, bro. We're gonna figure it all out, man. Shout out to the patrons too, man.
Yes,
Shout out to the
sir.
patrons for rocking with us still. I don't understand why. This show is really stupid. But we appreciate it all the same. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get to it, bro. Yeah, I got nothing else, bro. What's up?
I'm
Yeah.
good, bro. Take us out. Take us out, brother.
All right, man. Hell yeah. This has been another episode of the Polytickin podcast, you nerds. I'm Marcus. This is Sefa. We're out. Go fa. Soy fua. Nerd. Loser.